Organising my time has been really important for those days. Another thing that's been really valuable in terms of going to work or returning to work is the weekly catch-up that we have. I need that in my life, and I know some weeks we haven't done it, and it's really impacted me when we haven't done it because one of us ends up getting flustered because of not remembering that it's my turn to do a childcare pickup, or you're in flow state and trying to edit videos and suddenly you realise you've got to take Lilyanna to swimming because we did agree it 2 weeks ago, but you haven't put it in your diary or I haven't reminded you. Even for me, it's giving up my free time to do stuff for the podcast and suddenly having to parent because I haven't organised myself. So those weekly meetings and understanding each other in terms of what we want to achieve for the week.
Yeah, so explain what that weekly meeting is, because
we've been trying to have it on a Monday morning because Mondays at the moment I am at home. Since returning from maternity leave, I'm taking annual leave weekly on Mondays to reduce my work burden and build myself up back to a full-time job. Kai's at nursery on Mondays and Lilyanna's obviously at school. So once they're out of the house, we usually sit down, have a coffee and look at the week ahead. I would ideally like to do it on a Sunday, but sometimes Sunday evenings are a bit chaotic, just getting Lilyanna ready for bed and ready for her school week as well. So ideally we sit down and we literally look at each other's schedules. So we've been using Google Calendar. We've got a family calendar on there and we've got a podcast calendar on there. And then we have our independent calendars. So we just align our day-to-days to see, okay, if I've got a meeting at a certain time or I'm recording a podcast or I've got to go out of the house.
It's just time blocking, isn't it? We're just blocking our time so we know that, okay, this time I may see that time and say, oh, I've got an hour there, but actually you're on a call and I've got to listen out for Kai if he's sleeping, for example. So it's just time blocking. And that's helped massively because not only do we do it digitally, we have pen and papers, but we've got the planner that we fill out so we put that on the wall. We've got our family timetable of who gets to choose the music in the morning and the evening, who's making Lily's lunches, all of that stuff. And then I write that and I put all of that in my planner. So we've got the journal, the one that we started again. This came from the coaching, right, that we did with Nilesh, so the high performance planner. So every day I fill out that. Again, just time block. Okay, in this chunk of time you're editing this, on this chunk of time you're doing school run, and you're getting your steps in, and etc. So that helps do that. And then obviously through the planner, something you alluded to earlier is tracking your successes and your wins, right? So